Hello? I'm gonna go get my coffee real quick. It's just right next to me. I'm gonna go to the kitchen. If you have any questions, write it down in the comments so that we can go over this one. And we're gonna go over 10.4 practice A. That was your worksheet. And I'll have to deal with some people who can't find the link. Okay? You guys hear me? So, put your questions down for 10.4 practice, and yeah, then we'll start in about 2-3 minutes. All right. Write your question down first. Oh, hello. Hold on, somebody couldn't find the stream. Let me Did you find all right. Any questions on the first page? No? Wow. Do you guys want to see my face? Just for like a little bit before we start. Okay. Well, I'm using my phone, so you're not going to be able to see the page and the screen at the same time. But as you can see, I'm in my oh, sorry. Very just awake mode like you guys. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you guys have been training in the morning and do, I don't know, early morning exercise, but I haven't been exercising at all. Looking very sleepy. Hi, Kara. Hi, Juliana. Yeah, so there you go. Idea. I haven't even shaved. This is the raw form of Mr. Quo. I haven't even done anything yet. This morning, just woke up, got my coffee, and I'm here. Do you guys print out the note guides yet? Hi, Kalani. Let me flip this over. Yeah, go print it out. If you haven't printed out, nice, Soteria. If you haven't printed out this, go print this out right now. Okay? I'm going to take attendance in a bit, Rohel. Maybe after I finish talking. Okay? But there will be a time when, like, I'll say, because I want to make sure everyone knows how to get in first, because there's some people who had trouble with this. Okay. All right. So go print this out if you haven't already. For those of you who have, and if you have questions on 10.4 practice, hi John, later on, then you can ask this also. Email me the problems so I can go over in the office hour, either today or tomorrow, or anytime. Then I'll go over in office hour. My office hours are also live streamed here. Now I'll just do problems here. Okay. Hopefully that's straightforward and easy to understand. Yeah. Any comments before we start? I'm waiting for comments, but I guess not. Then we'll start. Yeah. So, basically, we are looking at 10.5 today, which is angle, relationship, and circle. So we are going to discuss three different types. I'm gonna move it over because there's a focusing issue here. Okay, so we're gonna explore. Can you guys see? Is this clear? Angle, relationship, in circles, and these include inside, outside, and tangent. Okay, there are three types of angles we're going to discuss. Good. We're going to discuss today. These are the three cases. We're going to talk about the tangent one first, then the inside one, and then the outside one. Okay. Let me know if I'm going too fast, too slow. If you have questions, type it up. I can see your comments. Okay. So So, first things first. If there's an angle that's tangent on the circle, so what that means is basically one of the lines is a tangent line and the other one is just a chord. So that way you'll have an angle formed here, right? This angle. And the theorem is saying that the angle I indicate here is exactly half of the arc that's cut out. Okay, exactly half of the measure that the arc is cut out. Okay? So, why is that? Oh, if you want to know, it looks like this. Okay? So, I'm going to extend this tangent line. Okay? Can I do that? If I extend this tangent line, it looks like this. Correct? So, then, how do you know if it is half? Well, look at it. What angle degree is this straight angle? Type it in. What angle degree? This straight angle right here. Very nice, very nice. Keep the 180s coming. Yeah. Very nice. So, what is the degree measure for the whole circle in terms of arc measures? What is the whole circle arc measure? $360, right? So this is 180, this is 360, and I'm now cutting the circle based on this line. So since this line is out of 180, this circle is out of 360, that means the part I cut out should be double of what I cut out in this angle. Right? Because this straight angle is based off 180. This circle is based on 360. So that means when I cut this, the same proportion should be double in the circle versus the straight line. So that means the angle that I cut here should be half of this arc. Am I making sense? So in other words, if this is 60 degrees, then this arc would be 120 degrees. Because the circle is out 360 and the line is out 180. Okay, it's an example. So if you look at this example in the bottom, so first of all, they want measure EFH, right? Where's EFH? EFH is right here. That's this angle. So based on our theorem, what should be this angle measure? That's related to, so the angle I'm looking at is here, right? Okay. And that is based off of this arc right here. This arc right here. So, because of that, I should have exactly half of that, which is 3/2, 165 degrees. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of halving today, like divided by 2. Okay. Next one, measure GF. That's an arc measure, right? You see this curve on top? Measure GF. GF is here. So what should this be? What should GF be? Well, to know GF, we have to know the angle that's related to it. which angle should be relate to it? And that, like, based on this angle. This is 122, that means this will be, what, 58? Right, 58, because these two add up to 180. Then that means this is double, right? This is double, so it'll be 58 times 2, which is 116, like Arvin suggested. So where's it good? Too fast, too slow? Doing okay? Is the screen too small? Or the screen is okay? Can we see everything? Let me know if you can, okay? I can zoom in a little bit. No, thanks, Karen. Okay. All right. So the next part is the part where you have a angle. Oh yeah. You can have sometimes the right definition of theorem. Okay. So the first part is that the measured angle of the angle is half the arc measure. Okay. All right, let's keep going. So the next part is a different situation where the arc is actually inside, the angle is actually inside the circle. That's controlled by two arcs, two chords, one here and one here. Okay, two chords. Now, it doesn't matter really which angle I'm looking at here versus like this versus this, because of why? Why doesn't it matter if I look at this angle versus this angle? Vertical angles, they're congruent. Very nice. Okay, so because of that, you can literally like mark any of these two angles. Okay, but obviously these two will be congruent as well. So what is the definition here? The definition is, since this is inside and this is not the center, right? This is not the center. This is like off center. So off center, normally, they are, if it's on the center, the angle measure is the same thing as arc measure, right? Remember we talked about that? If you have a, okay, you have a circle, right? And then you have a central angle, then this measure should be the same thing as this measure. All right, remember that one? So how come it's not that? Because if you look at it, these two arcs are different length, right? Would you agree? These two arcs are different length. Now, because of that, we cannot just say, okay, this is equal to that, because these two are supposed to be the same. These two are the same, then if you want to say this and this are the same, then that can't be, right? Because that's a contradiction. These two are the same, these two are the same, then that doesn't work, right? Because these two are supposed to be the same. So, in short, you basically average the two. So like average this one and this one. So add these two measures together and divide it by 2. So measure angle 1 is 1/2 of these two arc side, average. Average of these two measure angles for arcs. Still there? Okay, so then next part, we're going to use it to do a problem. So first one, they want measure angle AEB, which is this one. That's just by our definition. This is off center, but it has arc here and here. They tell you both of the measures. Can you tell me the angle? Well, based on our theorem, it's the average. So 1/2 this plus this, right? So 139 plus 113. So the average between the two, if you calculate this, I see some people shouting out the answer already. Staying ahead like normal. 126 degrees. Very nice. What about BEC then? This one. How would that be? Wouldn't that just, because you already found this is 126. So this one's naturally just a supplementary angle for that. So it would just be 180 minus 126, which will give you 54. Because this is a straight angle. Straight angle or linear pair are supplementary, right? Okay. All right. So we're okay with this theorem. Okay, the last one, there are 3 forms. Last one is when the angles are outside, right? Outside of the circle. So 1, 2, and 3, okay? These are all outside of the circle. Here, 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 okay? So how are they related? It's very similar to how the inside one, but instead of subtraction. So you are gonna look at first off how the arc is cut off. So it's here and here. There are 2 arcs, right? Here and here. And then finally here and here. You have to look at the 2 lines and how they cut off the how they're cut off from the circle. Okay, so once you finish identifying the arc, it's always going to be 1/2 the big arc measure minus the small arc measure. But the key point is that you have to be able to draw these arcs, make sure that they are, that you can identify which measure they are. Okay, we're okay here. Can I flip the page? Alright. Nobody's saying anything. Okay, wait. Okay. If you're ready, you can flip the page and do the next problem. I'll wait for a couple people and then we can keep going. Okay. Let me know you're ready, John. Also, if something is unclear, and you need to get me re-explain and the class is over, you can always go back to the recorded stream. Okay, these will all be posted through after this is done. Yeah, Cindy, your class is in the afternoon. Who's Edgar? It's fine. I mean, you can stay if you want, but we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna do the exact same thing in the afternoon for you guys. Okay? So no worries. You're not missing out on anything. I mean, you can always come back. Okay? I'm flipping the page, yeah? Alright. Whoa, this is the same exact thing. I prepared 3 copies. Alright. So here's the next one, is doing the problems. So here they're asking for the angles based on definition, which is here. Right? So I'm looking at this. So based on the formula, I need to first identify which part and this part. Right? They already tell you the measure, so you don't even have to really like do anything special. You just literally plug it in, right? So we have like 1/2 this minus that, so 200 minus 74, which is half of 137, right, Thomas? You gotta divide by 2, okay? So it'll be half of 137, 63. Oh, one, what? Oh, it's 126. Whoever told me it was 137, you know who you are. No? 64? The heck? Thomas, you're off your game. What's going on? Those would be 63. Okay? Does that make sense? You use the large one, subtract the small one, and then you divide by 2. Alright? So, barring any, like, weird mistakes, should be fine, right? Should be fine. Alright. So look at the right side real quick. This one. So this is a very typical kind of problem where we sort of love, which is they give you the answer, but they don't give you one of the missing parts, right? So to do this problem, wow. people popping out the answers. But let's go over it regardless. I'm glad you guys all get it. It's the same thing, right? So it's the same setup, 1/2 this minus that, right? These are two arcs that are cut. So 83 minus x, like that. But they already told you the answer, which is 25. Right? 25 is this angle. Okay? So what does that mean? It means that if you multiply 2 over, 50 is supposed to be the difference. Yeah, multiply 2 over. And then your x needs to be 33 degrees. Or 33, because it's already in degrees. But that's the idea. How are we doing? Is this okay? Good? Okay. Okay. So let's practice a little bit. And see how you do. Give you some time. What have you guys been doing during all this time? You guys haven't had class in like what? 10 days? It's kind of like a... But I mean, you guys can't really go anywhere, right? Right? Don't say you actually went to the beach or something. Right? Don't risk your life for nothing. Or don't risk others' life for nothing. You guys are probably strong enough to sustain it. But old people like me, when I go outside, dangerous for me. Yeah. Oh good, doing work, sleeping, and eating. That's great. It's really great. Glad you have some positive influence. Don't go crash on some, like, having some party in someone's house, please. Alright? Yes, Karen, you can go back to sleep now. Should have asked me earlier. Goodbye, Karen. I'll see you next week. Or office hour if you want me to do something. Okay? Bye, Karen. Alright, let's look at one problem together real quick. Oh, actually, before we do that, how about let's take attendance right now? Okay, so to do that, let me see if this part works. Yeah, this part doesn't work. So what I want is if you are here, okay, if you are here, right here, type here on the chat. Type here. So I can take attendance real quick. Missing 3 people. Interesting. Wait. Oh, Maha, you can go back to sleep too. You don't have to stay here. But I'm missing like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Anybody see Jack Wong? Missing Jack Wong. See you next week, Maha. Anybody see Amber? Nope. Wait. Oh, Kira. All right. So yeah, we are basically all good then. So I'm missing Jack and Amber. Okay. So Jack and Amber, if you're watching the stream right now, or not right now, like right now in the future, leave a comment, like I said in the instruction video. Leave a comment and tell me what happened in this video and summary of the lesson. Write in the comments right below. Okay, don't forget to subscribe and tick the little bell. Okay, so let's look at these problems here. So if you look at this part, they want to find measure angle FGJ, which is FGJ right here, and that's easily just what? The average between the two, right? So it'll be this and this, because this angle, you have to see where the chord is cut. So the chord is here and here, and it cuts these two arcs, right? So you have to do 1/2, oops, 1/2 of these two, 31 and 52, add together, okay, because this is inside. So that would be 42. I don't get 42. Looks like 83 divided by 2, I got 41.5. Is that right? 41.5. Yeah, 41.5. Yeah. So how are we doing? Good. Then the HJK would be here. That's going to be half of this, right? Because if you look at the angle, I'm looking at this angle. I'm going to change this one. So that will be this part. There, 130 divided by 2. So that would be 65. This is supposed to be double of this, right? So half. 65 for this one. Wait, Kira, aren't you here? You found it? You're okay? This was like 30 minutes ago, but I just saw your email. I'm glad you're here though, Kira. So to turn in the homework through School Loop, let me clarify again. To turn in your work through School Loop, you have to first go to your calendar on School Loop. Then there should be an assignment that says what's due, and you basically have to click on it. There's a submit button. Okay, when you click submit, then you attach whatever you are turning in. So it could be in photos. It could be like if you have problems with the form of assignment, like when you have problems submitting it, just email me the pictures. If you have problems taking pictures, let me know. Okay, is that clear for the homework? Okay, good. All right. Any other questions, particularly on these problems? People who have done it, do you have run into any trouble on these problems? The date is the 25th. So all the homework are due Friday, which is the 27th. Okay. So, what I want you to turn in is this and what we're doing right now in the homework. If you haven't started on the practice quiz, I plan on leaving that out for this week because I feel like there's too many homework assignments. Is that okay, or you guys insist on having me leave it on? I mean, I can leave it on too, but I was thinking that, we already have this part due, we already have this part due, we have the homework due. Doesn't feel like enough. I feel like it's enough. So I'm gonna leave the practice quiz off. The practice quiz is basically the review of the previous part. So let's do this Friday. This Friday. Go check your School Loop. So that way you don't have to, because it's already Wednesday, and so you have to do this part and the homework, and if you haven't done this part yet, you should do this part. Okay, practice 10.4. So I'll take off the practice quiz part this week. If you want to review, you can take a look at early. But later on next week, we're gonna review that part. Okay, we're gonna review that part, and we're gonna do the next section, which is 10.6. Does that make sense? So let me change it real quick. But you need to do that eventually. Eventually. So if you want to stay ahead, you already know everything that's on it. Chapter 10 quiz. So you can work on that later. Okay. All right. Any particular question from here and here you want me to go over before I let you go? Number 3. Okay, I'll go over the rest of them. Okay, so if you look at the first one, this one, then oh, sorry. All right, so measure CE, right? Where's CE? CE is right here. Okay, the thing about this is that you have to kind of to get this is a little harder problem, okay? To get this, you first have to look at what does this arc relate to. And so the arc that these two chords cut out is this part. Okay? Because you have to identify, first of all, the 2-line stroke here. Right? 2 chords. So, to find this, you kind of need this angle right here, this angle. So to get this angle, I'm looking at this triangle right here. Okay, so you have like this triangle. You have 2 angle measures already, so you can find a third angle measure, which is what? 83, 48, and the third one add together has to be 180. So 180 minus 83 minus 48, which will give you 131, so 49. Guessing 49. Look good. Okay. Wait, 98. Why is it 98? So I'm just finding this angle right here. This is 49, right? And then this is an outside angle. Outside angle is related to the difference between 2 arcs. Let's just say this arc is x. So then you set up 49 degrees is equal to 1/2. 85 minus x, which 98 is equal to 85 minus x. So x is 13 degrees. Okay, so let me try to re-explain this part real quick. So first off, you want to find this inner arc. Oh, wait. Negative 13? Wait. This is 40. Did I do this math right? 49. Oh, 110. All right, sorry. I got it. Good call. So I'm not doing just 85. It's 85 plus 25 because this whole thing, right? So this is not 85. It's 110 instead because 185 plus 25. And then This is 110. So 110 minus x is 98, so it's 12 degrees. Is it right this time? Thanks, guys. Good call. Okay, so re-explain again. This is a triangle, so I can find this angle using triangle sum. After I get triangle sum, then I get this angle, CDE, is 49. Once I get 49, I can do this minus this divided by 2 to get 49. But this whole thing is not just 85. My mistake. It was just 110 because the whole thing is 110. Okay. All right, move it up. This one, LP, right, which is here. Measure angle LP. This is X, right? So measure angle LR is 100 degrees. So in other words, this whole thing is 100. If I can find this, then I can find this as well. And because the whole thing from L to R is 100. Okay? So if that's the case, then what I'm going to be looking at is this angle, 26, is half of this minus this, right? Let's just say y, okay? So 1/2 80 minus y, because the angle's outside. Outside you use minus, okay? Inside you use plus. Outside minus equals 26, okay? And after that, what, 80 minus y equals 52. So y is 28. So 28 here, then what's the x? Is an x whole thing minus 80, 28. So 72. 49. You have 49. So I know the whole thing is 100. I want to find this one, so I do half of this minus this equals that. Then multiply by 2 over first. Okay? Times 2. Wait. Not sure. Where do you get what? Yeah, no. Should be 72. So I want to find this whole thing, right? So the whole thing is 100. 100 minus 28 should be 72, right? This part I got from the difference between these two and divide by 2. So the difference of these two needs to be 52 to get 26 at this angle. Wait. Am I Are you guys seeing this? Thomas, are you really delayed or something? Because 12 is from the previous problem. Interesting. Okay. I think you... Yeah. This is from the previous problem. So maybe there's something wrong with the delay, but I think he got it because he's doing the previous problem. That's why he got these numbers. All right, so last part before we close would be you want to find measure YZ, which is this part. Okay, so this part, X, right? So then, this part is related to a couple things, right? But first, you kind of have to look at which part you can find first, so that it can help you find these angles. So first thing I look at is this. And look at this angle. What is that angle? 180 minus 113, right? So which is 67 degrees. Right? 67 degrees. Right? So if that part is 67, okay, then because we want to find this part, right? So if I can find this arc, it might be useful. So 67, 68, this is supposed to be average between these two, right? So let's just call it y, okay? So y, and this is x, okay? Y is equal to half. No. So 67 is equal to half of these two. Y plus 68. So then times 2, y turns out to be 66, right? Because this is supposed to be the middle between these two. 66. Then you get to 66. Let's look at this part. There are many ways to do this problem, okay? Let me just clarify first. There's no more than one way to approach this problem. I just put what I see, okay? No, hi, Jack. So what can you tell me about these two arcs relating to that angle? How come your keyboard doesn't work? All right. Regardless, so the way these two arcs are related, because this is an outside angle, right? So 49 should equal to half of this minus that. Sorry, half of x minus the one that you just found, which is 66. Okay? So you can finish this up. So 98 equals to x minus 66. So x is 32. Is that right? That would be what you want. Does that look okay? At 66. Because this is an outside angle, 49. Oh! Wait, what? Oh, yeah. You're right. 164 is right. Yes. Good call, guys. I'm glad you guys are good at math. You add 66 over, okay? It's not gonna be... Can you tell that, I haven't been doing geometry at all? I'm not doing geometry in the right time, right? Because usually our class is like what? So right now it's 10. Our class doesn't even start until 11:30 usually. It's not geometry brain. Actually, I don't even know if that's a thing. Don't quote me on this, okay? Okay, so 3 things needs to be uploaded to School Loop. Number 1, this note. Number 2, homework below, book problems. Number 3 is the review I passed out on Friday, which is also on School Loop now. Okay, all 3 things are in School Loop. It's under note guides in school locker. Okay, so they're all there. Yeah, so you can submit. Isn't there a submit button on your assignment, like the actual assignment on the calendar, Anusha? Like in your assignment, you should be able to click submit and attach a file. Do you find it, Anusha? So basically, let me see if I can show you. Oh, you got it? No, not a discussion topic. So you would just literally click submit. There's a submit button here. Let me show you. So on your screen, right, should show something like this, right? You should have a submit button here. Okay, this one right here. Once you click it, it should let you attach a file. I don't know if yours is submission or submit. I forgot. But you should be able to attach it, and then you submit your assignment. Okay. All right, we just passed the hour mark. I think we are good for the day. Any other questions before I close this? So 3 things to turn in, right? Notes, homework, and 10.4 practice. Okay. If you have problems finding things, or if you want me to go over 1 or 2 questions or a lot of questions, just email me the questions so I can prepare to go over them on a live stream from 11 to 12 daily. Then that's it. Good job, folks. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you can submit more than 1 thing on School Loop. Pretty sure. If you have problems with it, let me know. Okay? If you have problems with it, let me know. I think you are able to submit, like attach more than one thing. Otherwise, it would be kind of sad. But let me know if you have questions, okay? Time to say goodbye. Until next time. Press A and B, yeah. Okay, so you go to under your calendar for this week on Friday, like your calendar, right? You come down here, and then you should be able to see your assignment for geometry, or your bunch of assignment for other classes too. But here, there's a submit button on the assignment here. Okay? Is that good, John? Bye, guys. Goodbye. Got it, John? Good. All right. Goodbye, guys.